Hi guys, welcome back to Infinite Possibilities, the podcast where we explore the lives of amazing people, their choices, challenges and opportunities. And today I have a very special guest, Hamish.
Hey, happy to be here.
Thank you so much for being here.
Yeah, long time fan of the podcast. Watched a few episodes, so yeah, really excited to finally take part.
Yeah, that's awesome, and we're so excited to have you, Hamish. I bet all our colleagues are really excited to see this episode drop. Yeah, so Hamish, what's your kind of 1 minute introduction?
Well, I've just started a few months ago as a graduate at KPMG, working in the same team as Karen, so technology risk. And so far it's been really, really good. I feel like I've learned a lot and everyone here's been super, super nice. Yeah, so it's been a pretty good first few months.
Yeah, that's awesome. Hopefully we all contributed. Yeah, so we want to go back to Hamish's childhood and sort of explore how he got to where he is. So Hamish, what kind of kid were you like growing up?
I feel like, I was a pretty normal kid. I was a little bit smaller than all the other kids, a little bit lighter, so maybe, a bit shy, but besides that, pretty normal, I would say.
Yeah, that's cool. And what kind of sports did you like as a kid?
I liked most of them. I tried pretty much most sports growing up. I grew up in Victoria, so liked my AFL, was a big fan of soccer. My grandfather was a professional footballer, so that got me quite into it. Swimming in athletics as well, yeah.
Yeah, and did you ever want to become a professional footballer?
I would have loved to, but unfortunately you have to be good to be a professional footballer, so yeah.
Damn.
Too bad.
Yeah, okay, cool. And what were your kind of like favourite subjects at school?
I don't know. I actually quite liked a lot of subjects. Probably my favourites were geography, French and maths as well.
Yeah, sweet. And then with that combination of favourite subjects, when you were thinking about the future, what was kind of running through your mind?
Well, when I was a kid, last few years of high school, I was really tossing up between agricultural studies and commerce. Always wanted to do a language as well, so I was pretty dead set on doing French throughout uni.
Oh, yeah, that's cool. And so what kind of stuff did you end up studying at uni?
So in the end, I moved up to Brisbane to study commerce and then languages, so I did Spanish and French.
Oh, you added a Spanish to it?
Yeah, added Spanish as well.
Yeah, and what is it about like French that you sort of decided, I'm gonna...
That one was mainly because my mum made me do it when I was in primary school, and I sort of just stuck with it. I didn't really want to lose it because I feel like I worked pretty hard to get a decent understanding of the language.
Sunk cost fallacy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome. And so if someone wants to get, if someone wants to get good at French like Hamish, how does one sort of complete that French curriculum? Any study tips?
Well, like a lot of studying, a lot of writing out sentences, memorizing vocabulary, trying to get your head around grammar. But besides that, I would say try and find something to do with the language that you're interested in. So whether that's music, movies, because once you immerse yourself in the language, that makes it a lot easier to learn rather than just rote memorizing sentences, vocab, all
that's
that.
True. Did you have like your favourite app, like Duolingo, Lingoda, or did you use Anki flashcards?
I did, but I can't remember the name of it, sadly.
What?
Yeah, I did use flashcards as a kid, but now I feel like mainly into I suppose the movies. That's a good way of learning.
Yeah. Do you have any French favourite movies?
Les Intouchables, The Untouchables are a really good one.
Oh, yeah, that's very popular.
Highly recommend that one if you want to improve your French.
Yeah, that's awesome. And I also heard that you're like the oldest child growing up, so what's that experience like?
Yeah, so I've got a little sister who's a few years younger. She definitely acts like the older sister though. And I've got a brother who's 10 years younger.
Yeah,
so James,
wow. Nice. And so if any of those two get in trouble, it's your fault?
It's my fault, yeah.
Nice. So how do you reconcile that? I swear they probably, intentionally get you in trouble because of that.
Well, actually, my sister claims that I'm pretty sneaky. Apparently, I'm the one that's always causing trouble and she's the one that's always getting the blame.
Wow. And then what about your younger brother? What's his kind of dynamic? Is he the cheeky one?
He's definitely the cheeky one, yeah.
Wow.
He's pretty confident in himself.
Oh, that's so
good. But we get along, have the same interests, so I'm always giving him a call, like joking around, seeing how he's going, helping him with his school, so
Yeah, oh, that's lovely. Yeah. And then so when you were like thinking about the future and then you chose to study, commerce and languages, did your sort of parents have any kind of input?
Yeah, that's actually, they liked me studying that, so
Oh, really?
that's good, yeah.
You mean the languages, they were like dead
Yeah,
set on
yeah,
you?
they were dead set on the languages.
Oh, wow. And then commerce, that was something that you chose?
Yeah, that was something I chose, but also I think it is a pretty broad degree. Like there are a lot of there's a lot of different pathways you can gain from studying a commerce degree. So yeah, I feel like they didn't really have too much to complain about.
Yeah, that's cool. And what was the move to Brisbane like for you? Was that like, whoa?
It was pretty good, I think, for me because like I always felt like I can do stuff, but I just really have to push myself. And I think by pushing myself, moving to a completely different city, that really, really forced me to help gain my independence.
Yeah.
And also, I like Brisbane a lot. Like, weather's super, super nice. You got the Gold Coast, Sunshine Coast right there. Yeah, a really good little city.
Damn, but you came from Melbourne, right?
Yeah, I love Melbourne as well, but just the weather, like, I get such bad seasonal depression. So, middle of winter, freezing cold, pitch black.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Aw, yeah, cool. And then how was the uni experience for you? Did you find that, like, because you studied French, did you study it in primary school?
Yeah. Oh, no, I started year 7, so when I was 13.
Oh, yeah, that's actually quite a long... So how was the journey to, like, learning languages? Did you study at UQ, QT?
UQ, yeah.
Yeah. What was that kind of experience like if someone's like, maybe I want to go study a language?
Yeah, I would highly recommend it, especially if you're interested in it. I feel like there's... people think you have to be really good at the language to study it. I was probably at the bottom of my class in QT, sadly. But I can still, speak it pretty well and did enjoy myself. Passed all my subjects, so...
4's open doors, let's go.
Yeah, probably not, but...
Yeah, and tell me more about commerce. What did you major in?
So I majored in business information systems.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's a really good one. Once again, lots of pathways you can take from it.
Yeah.
And I feel like it's pretty future-proof.
Yeah, that's true. And how did you sort of decide what major you wanted to do for business?
I was talking to my dad about this because I think I was really bad with like computers and technology and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I said to Dad, yeah, this BISM one, I'm not doing it. I'm not going to enjoy it.
Yeah.
And then he just said to me like, to be honest, that's probably the best one out of all the ones UQ are offering. I'd highly recommend you do it. And then I did it, gave it a go. And yeah, I actually really did enjoy it. Like you don't have to be, super technical to do well in it.
Yeah, that's true, because business information systems is still under business. So,
it is, yeah.
Yeah, because I actually did that as well.
Yeah.
I wonder why I didn't see you in any of my classes. You would have...
Good question, yeah.
Didn't attend your classes, huh? No, I'm kidding.
No. I attended most of them,
Yeah, that's cool. And so when you moved to Brisbane, were you like one of those UQ college kids? Or?
Yeah, I stayed a few years at Union College.
Wow.
It's a pretty good experience, yeah.
Wild parties?
Yeah, wild parties. Yeah.
Yeah, were you a party animal in your uni years, that kind of thing?
Like, I went out, but I wasn't, like, super into partying. Like, it wasn't my personality or anything like that.
Yeah. Because you're quite introverted, or nah?
I don't know. I'm pretty normal, I feel like. I did, go out, but, yeah, not every night or anything like that.
Yeah, and I've also heard that you have an impressive list of injuries that are still continuing. Maybe talk us through some of them that you can talk about.
Well, hopefully they stop continuing soon. But I think definitely the worst one was I was playing soccer in about second year, and playing goalkeeper, playing pretty well. However, we were losing by quite a bit. So I was 1-on-1 with the striker, and I just thought, oh no, this isn't good. Like I can't let him score again. So I decided to throw my entire face at his foot to try and stop the goal.
Wow. So he was here and he was running.
Yeah, and I just dived on his feet. I think I hit his knee. I don't remember because I got knocked out. But yeah, I wake up, about 10 or so people surrounding me, asking me if I'm all good. Next thing I know, I'm in the ambulance off to hospital. A really bad concussion. I get told my jaw's broken, so I have to stay in hospital for about 4 days, get surgery on my jaw, and then I'm on a liquid diet for, 2 to 3 months.
Wow,
which wasn't good, yeah.
Yeah, wow, but I'm so fascinated by that decision-making process. So he's running towards you, and you didn't think that you'd be able to block it with your body or your hands?
Yeah, it's pretty hard when you're one-on-one, so what you want to do is just try and close down the angle. So yeah, tried to get as close to him as I could, and I thought I had the opportunity to take the ball off him.
Yeah.
But I obviously didn't. I think there was just like too much adrenaline going on.
Yeah.
To be honest, I couldn't even tell you what happened.
Wow,
I don't remember
But
it.
there wasn't the moment where like, I'm going to use my face to block this on his foot. It wasn't that. It's kind of you tripped and then that's when
Yeah, I wish I could tell you what I was thinking, but it was a very much in the moment decision, which yeah, didn't end too well.
Yeah, and how was that liquid diet?
It was pretty bad. I wouldn't recommend it. Yeah, so I think that was actually one of the factors that made me go vegetarian.
Yeah.
So eating liquefied meat, just not good.
Yum.
Yeah.
So what was the kind of, what's the day in the life of the liquid diet? What do we have for breakfast? Porridge maybe?
Yeah, porridge I think for breakfast.
Nice.
Yeah, I actually went back home for a few weeks to stay with my parents.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it was pretty traumatic.
Yeah, I imagine.
Yeah. So I used to make myself make myself like a smoothie. That was a good one.
Yeah.
What else? I think in the end, we all just gave up, and I just put like a regular meal in a blender and ate that.
Wow, was that disgusting or was it still okay?
It depends. Some were like pretty bad. Some were okay.
Yeah. Do you remember what your worst one was?
I think just anything with meat in it was disgusting.
Yeah.
Like blended up pasta too.
Oh. Yeah. Wow. And have you ever had your wisdom teeth taken out?
Yeah, I've had it taken out a few times.
Oh, yeah, okay. Really? I had mine all four at once. Do you just go into 2 installments?
Yeah, so when they start coming through, I just go to the dentist, ask them if they can remove it.
Yeah. Yeah, and then you put on that liquid diet again?
Oh, no. I just got them taken out in the chair, luckily, so I didn't have to do it again.
Oh, really? I swear I had to be like really careful about what I ate after that.
Yeah, I think if you get it taken out surgically, then yeah, you have to be a little bit more careful. But
oh, you were not numb when
no, they just pulled it out.
Ouch! Pain level out of 10.
Oh no, they still use anaesthetic.
Yeah. Okay.
But it wasn't like because I got them both taken out after I broke my jaw, and I feel like compared to that, I can't really complain about the pain.
Yeah. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then tell me more about vegetarianism and how you're enjoying it.
Yeah, I am enjoying it. I think for me, like, I'm pretty into nature. Like, I really love hiking, going outdoors. And for me, I feel like we just have to, protect our country. It's really, really beautiful.
Yeah.
And yeah, one way of doing that, I think, is just like getting rid of meat or eating less meat in our diet. And for me, I decided to go completely vegetarian. Tried vegan for a bit, but I just didn't feel healthy afterwards, and I feel like you do have to protect your health. So I've just stuck with vegetarianism.
Yeah, and how has what are the changes in your body since you sort of cut out meat?
I find waking up's a lot easier. So I used to be really bad at waking up in the morning, just feel tired. And yeah, after I went vegetarian, I just have a lot more energy throughout the day. I feel like, because I'm pretty into like my running, so I feel like I got a lot better at that after I went vegetarian. Yeah, I just feel like, fitter, healthier, happier.
Yeah, and so what does one cook for themselves if they're vegetarian? Getting some good diet kind of advice from Hamish.
I basically just sort of used the recipes Mum cooked me as a kid. Just replace the meat with either falafel, tofu, lentils. Yeah. So you don't have to change too much. Just have to switch the meat out for something that's like pretty much tastes the same.
Yeah. Are you a good cook?
No, I've got about 4 meals I rotate between.
Wow, okay, well, let's hear these 4 iconic meals.
So I got fried rice, the classic. I got spag bowl, swap out the bolognese for lentils.
Nice.
And a curry, swap out the chicken for tofu.
Nice.
And
one more.
Yeah, an Indian curry and a Thai curry.
Yum. And how does the rest of the family feel about, you being vegetarian?
Well, I don't live with them, so...
Okay, then that's easy, right?
Yeah, pretty easy. They do, give me a bit of shit, but I feel like you just have to take it.
Do they worry that you don't get enough nutrition, X, Y, Z?
Yeah, so I go to the doctor, get my iron levels tested, B12 as well, and make sure I'm healthy. Because, I do need don't want to, leave my parents stressing too much.
Yeah, and so far so good?
So far so good, yeah.
And how long have you been vegetarian for?
Same year I broke my jaw, so second year of uni.
Wow, and how many years is that?
2018, 5 now.
5 now?
Yeah.
And still going strong?
Still going strong, yeah.
Then I guess your parents wouldn't have much to worry about.
Yeah. They don't have too much to complain about. When I come down, they say to me, we're not cooking for you, you got to cook for yourself.
Yeah, because I was going to say, that's so annoying for them to, or you might not get fed.
Yeah. Although every so often Mum will cook a really nice vegetarian meal. She's quite a good cook, so yeah.
Have you had your cheat days for vegetarianism during those 5 years?
When I was travelling around Europe, I did have a few cheat days. I feel like Spain's probably not the most vegetarian-friendly country, so I did have to, break the rules a few times.
Yeah. How does meat taste after not eating it for so long?
I don't know, not that good. I feel like you don't actually miss it you don't miss it as much as you think you would.
Oh, okay. That's interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you have any favourite, go-to vegetarian places you like to eat at?
GYG.
What's your order?
I just get a veggie burrito. Yeah, and they do a pretty good job there.
Yeah, okay, that's cool. Let's also talk about running. When did this, running start?
It's just something I always did. So I think when I was about 12 or something, just wanted to stay fit, wanted to stay healthy. So, went out to the track, went for a run.
Yeah.
And still doing it today. Just keeps it, for me, it's a really good way of, I guess, meditating. You can sort of, turn your mind off, think about all your problems, try and find solutions to your problems. And, it's just pretty good. Good thing to do if you're into it.
So I guess you don't listen to music when you're running?
I do listen to music,
You do? Oh, but you're still thinking about...
Yeah. You can walk and chew gum. Yeah.
Yeah, wow. And so what other sports do you do? You still do soccer?
Yeah, I still do soccer, yeah.
Yeah, and then something happened to your shoulder?
I dislocated it a few years ago. And, it's been dislocating... It's dislocated, I think, 5 times since. So now, I'm in the process of getting it looked at, and there's a good chance I might have to get surgery.
Damn.
On it, yeah.
So maybe if you want to donate money to Hamish's surgery, let us know.
Yeah, that'd be appreciated.
Yeah. So after 5 times dislocating it, why didn't you stop playing soccer at the 3rd time, right?
I don't know. Stuff like that happens sometimes. You can't let it stop you.
Aw. Do you have PTSD when you get back on the field after recovery? Not even after the jaw? So my jaws actually didn't really follow the doctor's orders. They said come back after 4 months. I came back after 3. That's good.
Yeah, and it was fine.
Oh, and then you just continue as normal.
Just kept playing, yeah.
Yeah, you weren't scared or anything to go back into there? You see that same guy, and then you become that goalkeeper, and then there's that... I
wasn't playing goalkeeper, so I was playing outfield, yeah.
So is that the last time you played goalkeeper?
No, actually. The very next time I played goalkeeper was when I popped my shoulder out.
Wow, so if you were going to recommend to people, don't play goalkeeper, the most dangerous position?
If you like it, play it. I think I just got a bit unlucky.
Yeah, and so many injuries. I still can't understand. You don't think hey, maybe I should do a safer sport. I mean, running is pretty safe, right?
Yeah.
Or is there something lacking?
Something lacking, I would say. Yeah. So I don't play Aussie rules anymore because of concussions. Yeah, but I think soccer, it's still not the most dangerous sport in the world.
Yeah, damn. Tell me more about concussions. So do you remember anything, get a flashback? Or...
Well, that was when I broke my jaw. I didn't even care about my jaw. The thing I was most concerned about was the concussion.
Yeah.
It was pretty scary. It's everything sort of just stops and then you slowly fade back into the real world.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I think you told me before, it's kind of like having a convo with someone.
Yeah, so I was sort of dreamt I was having a conversation with someone. And then I woke up and I was actually talking to someone, so... Yeah, I couldn't really tell you, because you are pretty foggy afterwards.
Damn, and what's the recovery process like after?
It's fine.
It's fine?
Yeah.
Everything was...
Well, actually, this is pretty bad. They found, when they x-rayed my brain afterwards, they found a spot which they thought, they said, it's probably not a tumour, but we just have to get it tested. So, I had to get a few MRIs throughout the year, and luckily it was nothing.
Oh, that's good. That's
Yeah.
good. Otherwise, I'll start another sponsorship episode.
Yeah. Oh, no.
Yeah, cool. And then, yeah, tell me more about like what's it like, now working. Did you take a gap year?
I took a gap year, yeah.
Yeah, that's exciting. Where'd you go?
So first half of the year I was working as a swim teacher, and then second half, I went to Europe for a few months. It was meant to be longer, but
Yeah.
the night before I left, I spilled a glass of water on my passport. So I had to delay the trip a few weeks, but stuff like that happens, and it still ended up being a really good trip. So I got to the UK, saw a bit of Germany, spent a really long time in Italy, which I really loved,
Yeah.
and Spain as well, which once again, super nice country, and I got to practice my Spanish, which was good.
Yeah, damn. And overall, kind of curious, would you consider yourself a bit of a klutz? The spilling the water on the passport, is that kind of like a
I
common
wouldn't
issue?
consider myself a klutz, actually.
Okay, that's good.
It was just
Because
one of
I was
those,
reconsidering those injuries. I was like, was this another, shoulder dive into something?
Yeah. Not quite, no.
Yeah. Wow, that's so cool. You do so many different sports, even swimming. So what's it like teaching? Do you teach little
Yeah,
kids?
well, I was never competitive with swimming. I just, was in first year uni, had to get some money in, so I just thought I'd be a swim teacher.
Yeah.
I knew how to do all 4 strokes. I felt like I was a pretty nice person, so I'd be good with kids, yeah. So that's a really good part-time career throughout uni. If you're into your sport, you think you can manage kids,
Is it frustrating with kids? You have to like literally gamify everything.
Yeah, it takes a lot of energy. So you're really tired because, you got to make sure the kids are safe, have to make sure they're having fun, and you have to make sure they're learning something as well.
Wow.
So there's quite a
that's
bit to work on,
Yeah. Do you reckon you would have preferred teaching adults?
I did teach adults for a bit, yeah.
Yeah, and did you have a preference?
No, I feel like they were different. Adults, I feel like they didn't have a lot of confidence. So I'd say to them, like, you tell a kid, oh, that was amazing, and they'd be like, oh, awesome, yeah. Whereas you tell an adult, that was really good, and they're like, oh, you're just saying that to be nice. That was actually... And I wasn't just saying it to be nice, like, I was being 100% genuine. But no, I really respect any adult that is willing to put themselves out there and learn swimming at, I guess, an older age.
Yeah. Oh, that's amazing. Yeah, tell me more about travel. So was it something that so how long was your travel? Was it just for like 6 months or?
No, it was a bit shorter. So it was, I think 2 months in the end.
Oh, okay. Yeah, and was this something you did like solo traveling?
Yeah, I did this one solo traveling. So I just travelled around, stayed in hostels. That's a really good way of meeting people.
Wow.
Took the train from country to country.
Wow.
Yeah.
Any sort of dangerous, scary, fun stories that you were able to share?
Not in Europe, actually. It felt pretty safe everywhere I went.
Yeah, okay.
I think what you're trying to get at is a few years earlier, a friend and I went to the US and we encountered a bit of a dangerous situation.
Are you able to elaborate?
I don't want to stitch him up too much, but my friend, I thought the way he was talking, he knew his way around Los Angeles. So he gets us walking through the city in the middle of the night. The area we were in was, not the safest, I don't think. So this guy comes up to us, he's right in my face saying, I heard you guys talking about me. What'd you say about me? I mean, the poor guy probably had, a few problems. But it still was a bit freaky. So he's up to me, getting in my face. I just say to him, look, I didn't say anything. So he goes to my friend, does the exact same thing. And then my friend goes, wait, run. Apparently the guy had an American flag which had a sharpened edge and he was trying to stab him. So we just bolted back to the hostel and we told them what happens and they're like, oh, look, that doesn't happen a lot, but it does happen. So, yeah.
Damn. Yeah, because I once asked Hamish, like, would you ever learn martial arts? Because, self-defense.
Yeah.
And then what'd you say?
I said, if you run fast enough, you should be all good, yeah.
Yeah, do you know how, like, fast your running speed is?
I feel like kind of fast. Not like... I'm not like an Olympic runner or anything.
Oh.
I just, enjoy it. And I go decent pace, I'd say.
Yeah. You're like a, long distance runner, right?
I was more of a short distance runner,
Oh,
but
you are?
I do like long distance as well.
Yeah. Okay, nice. Also, back to traveling. So traveling for 2 months, like, did you make friends over there, or like, does it get lonely kind of thing?
Yeah, it gets lonely. Sometimes you stay in in hostels, which aren't super social.
Yeah.
But I feel like the good times definitely outweighed the lonelier times. Like I met so many people when I was over there. Lots of cool people. Yeah. Most people you meet in hostels are solo traveling too, so they're also pretty
nice.
interested in meeting people. Yeah, so it's really cool. I guess seeing different perspectives from around the world, and yeah, meeting really cool people.
Yeah. Did you ever go traveling with strangers?
Like I went for day trips with people. I almost wish I made because I was running on a really strict schedule. So I was like, I have to be in this place at this time. Have to be in this place at this time.
Yeah.
I feel like I should have loosened it up a little bit more.
Yeah.
And I guess like if I met someone that was pretty cool, heard they were going to a certain place, just book tickets, go to that place as well.
Oh, yeah. Because did you plan everything?
I planned everything
in
beforehand,
advance?
so I had a set itinerary.
Oh, yeah. That kind of sucks.
Yeah. But it was still really cool though.
Yeah, that's awesome. Is there any kind of like trust issues when you meet new people and then you want to hang out with them, that kind of thing?
Actually, not at all, which I guess is obviously you have to have common sense. Like you wouldn't, go down a dark alley with someone you just met.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I feel like you feel very safe when you're in Europe
Yeah.
most of the time. Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. Do you have any like favorite memories, that kind of thing that you want to share? I know, kind of putting you on the spot.
I feel like I loved all of Italy. Like Italy's such a great country, such good people there. I really like Seville in Spain. That's like a really beautiful city, a really good nightlife as well.
Yeah. Bit of a party animal.
Definitely not, but
Yeah.
when in Rome.
Yeah, that's cool. And then what's it like coming back to work, after having a fantastic 2 months? Like, yeah, man, I'd love to just sit and work for 9 to 5.
You just have to tell yourself, oh, working is so much fun. Like, I'm achieving so much here. And then that sort of like helps cope with it, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, you do
but
have that.
I feel like once you have a year off, you sort of feel like you're ready to start working again. Yeah, I don't know. It just felt right. It felt like it was the right thing to do.
Yeah. Because do you get bored, like one year gap year? Like.
Oh, you get bored.
Yeah,
sometimes.
you always have to like think about what you want to do tomorrow because like the schedule.
And it makes you appreciate weekends a lot more working full time.
Yeah, you do. You make the most out of it.
So when I was teaching swimming, I would work on Saturday mornings and Sunday mornings.
Yeah.
So for me, the weekends were kind of like the
work.
bad part of the week, and the weekdays were kind of like the more relaxing part.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's really flipped now.
Yeah. Wow, that's awesome. And then now we're nearly at the end of the podcast. Phew, right? Yeah, so we're going to ask you the deep questions.
Yeah,
so
go on.
Hamish, what do you think the meaning of life is for you?
That is a deep question. I don't know. I've never. Do you want me to make something up?
Yeah, go for it. But it has to be real. Like,
has to be real, yeah.
You can't pull it from some fictional movie.
Yeah, okay. Tell you, I think it's about improving. So leaving the world in a better place than the way in which you found it. Trying to improve yourself so, one day in your deathbed you think, you know what, I'm better than I once was. This world is better than it once was. Yeah. I guess looking after the future generations.
Yeah. Oh, that's beautiful. And then the next question is, what if you won the lottery tomorrow? What would you do differently about your life?
I don't know. I don't think I would actually spend the money immediately. I think I would
that's a wise decision.
keep living the way I am, sort of figure out, I guess, sort of figure out the way understand my life as it is right now, and then, sort of understand what improvements I'd like, whether I want a faster car, bigger house.
Yeah. Nice. And then the final question is, what's the ideal day in the life for you?
Ideal day.
Yeah, it can be work related, it can be non-work related. Nice.
Probably not work related, sadly. I do enjoy working, but the ideal day, probably just stay on the beach, relaxing, going for a swim, and then I guess catching up with mates afterwards.
Yeah.
Going for a few drinks, having some dinner.
Yeah.
And then Yeah,
sounds good. And the final question is, what's the podcast experience like? Any surprises?
Yeah, there are a few surprises at the start. But yeah, Pretty nice, yeah. The host here does a great job,
Wow,
so
thank you.
there you go.
Is it still quite nerve-wracking?
Yeah.
Sad. And do you recommend it to others?
I would recommend
Do
it
you
for
have
others.
anyone you want to volunteer?
I've got a few. I will start pushing the podcast to them.
Okay, sounds good. We'll keep them anonymous.
Yeah, for now.
Okay, sounds good. Do you want to say bye?
Bye.
Bye.